Dabu 7. A heads up for anyone that is looking to travel into NYC through New York or any of these other pockets where they're tracking people like rats. We've got de Blasio here unleashing COVID checkpoints across the area to catch and to fine NYC travelers who are violating their holiday quarantine. So this is very real. Millions of Americans are going to be out and about visiting friends and family. We've already seen instances where some of these characters are peering into people's windows with cameras. And in this instance, they say that the sheriff's office, which is a separate entity from the NYPD, will conduct spot checks. Whenever they see out-of-state buses dropping riders off at a curb, they're just going to roll up and just start doing spot checks. Also, anyone that has out-of-state and New York license plates, so any license plates, they're going to be randomly selecting you. They're going to have test and trace teams all over the place on the ground to help direct people to testing sites and also to re-educate them on the whole situation. Everything about quarantine and lockdowns. Now, New York has a statewide 14-day holiday quarantine that has been mandated for any travelers that want to come in there. They either have to show that they're negative via a test or they got a quarantine. And if you think you're going to try to get around this, well, apparently they got teams trying to hunt people down and all that. So, a heads up here with all this. I'm going to break this down further into greater detail in the next live stream. This and a whole lot more. Make sure to join us over here on DLive. We talk about all the stuff they're censoring on these other platforms. The gloves come off. We break it down to the nitty gritty. And it's going down over here. Growing fast and a lot of action. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Over here on DLive. You'll find links below in the description box. Much love to all y'all. Keep your head up. Peace.
Okay, Shalom. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to you Akim out there that has been pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. We're approaching the end of the year of 2020, the year of prophecy. 2020, the year of prophecy, came in with a bang, and it's going to end beating the drums of war. And that's how 2020 is going to end. Martial law and beating the drums of war. But first we're going to get into the martial law aspect of how Esau, the so-called white man, is going to institute his unrighteous decrees. And these unrighteous decrees constantly coming out. Why? Because of the fact that they're using gradualism to keep the people in fear and to institute their vaccinations with this vaccine they are preparing to unleash. They got the COVID-19 vaccine deliveries to begin literally next week. And that's what's circulating throughout social media and mainstream media. COVID-19 vaccines deliveries to begin literally the next week. Trump was speaking in a rally to rally the troops overseas on Thanksgiving Day. So that's the speech that has been given. Operation Warp Speed. Now here you have it, Dabu 7 bringing out, Dabu 777 bringing out, literally there's checkpoints issued by Mayor de Blasio on these bridges and tunnels of people coming back. You see, they have a travel ban for their pagan festivals, started with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, because that's when people like to travel the most. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. So it's a travel ban. And when you travel out of state, You have to produce papers that you have been tested negative for COVID-19 in order for you to re-enter to the state. If not, you're going to be quarantined for 14 days. Mandated, mandatory. These unrighteous decrees has been issued by the governor and the mayor. And this is all prophecy. Because this is all prophesied in the scriptures. We could bring out scriptures on this, on everything that's coming down the pike. We could bring out scriptures. We have been bringing out scriptures. What more could we say? We telling you what's coming down the pike, man. Now there's travel bans, roadblocks, and they have checkpoints to check individuals traveling in and out of New York City. You can't escape it now, man. This is something that's coming down the pike and it's going to remain there. This is the new norm. And it's only going to get worse. 2021, only the Lord Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai knows what's going to take place in 2021. But there's all kind of news coming out, man. All kind of breaking news. The war drums are beating. Donald Trump is about to unleash the military, do Operation Warp Speed. You see, Donald Trump is leaving office. So, what better way to leave office? With a bang. War with Iran. But prior to that, you have Operation Warp Speed, where they're going to use the U.S. military, the National Guards, to go door to door and institute the vaccine to people, which is nothing but an unrighteous decree. Setting up checkpoints, making sure people have proof that they have taken the test and they have been tested negative is an unrighteous decree. Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1. Woe, which means destruction unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, man. Put forth legislation to mandate everyone to be vaccinated or vaccinated is an unrighteous decree. Setting up checkpoints throughout the cities, targeting people with out-of-state plates, in which I have Delaware plates, is an unrighteous decree. You see, they targeting not only people from with out-of-state plates, but only people from New York plates. So that's a part of the game that's going down now, man. And that's also part of the unrighteous decrees that Esau had described, man. Prescribed. It's going down, man. And it's only going to get worse. We're approaching 2021. 2020 was full of prophecies. 2020 was full of prophecies, man. This was the year of prophecy. Just like the Spirit got on the Apostle Tahar to coin this year. The year of prophecy, man. Because all kind of prophecies came to pass, man. So it reads, back in Isaiah chapter 10, verse 1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And that grievousness is the unrighteous decrees, man. All type of checkpoints. To check you, see if you got papers saying that you are COVID-19 negative. Travel restrictions. And all kind of madness, man. Operation Warp Speed. These are the things that's coming down the pike, and we've been telling you. Now they're setting up checkpoints. What more you need to see in order to know that we are telling you the truth, man? But I came to the realization that you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, mainly you Negroes, y'all respect nothing but violence, man. Y'all respect nothing but violence. Here it is. You're lamenting over the travel ban that you can't see your family members, your distant family members that live in other states for Thanksgiving, which is a day of thievery. More unrighteous decrees is coming down the pike, man. COVID-19 vaccine deliveries are to begin literally next week. Trump spoke at a rallying of the troops overseas on Thanksgiving Day, paving the way for, hey man, going into 2021 is going to be some shit. And I myself can't wait to see what comes down the pipe, because it's not going to be good, man. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good, man. And they are prescribing a whole lot of unrighteous decrees, man, to trap you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans up. And majority of y'all going to take it, man. Because y'all want to go along. Y'all want to go along to get along. So y'all going to go along with what they got going out here just to get along, to continue working, continue receiving your benefits. So you're gonna go along just to get along, man. Now I know it's for your hurt, man. It's gonna be detrimental to your health. But you people, y'all don't have a clue, man. You're like lost sheep, man. You're like this. I mean, I hate to say it, but you're too dumb to realize you're dumb. And I almost feel sorry for y'all. Almost. Because there's too much information out there for you not to know what's going on. So me feeling sorry for y'all is out the window. Like I said, almost feel sorry for y'all. Talk about the 2/3 of you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Talk about the 2/3 of y'all, man. Shit is getting bad out there, man. Shit is getting bad. Shit is getting bad. This is and these scriptures constantly coming out, man. So you feel like I'm bringing out the same scriptures over and over again because we're in the time of prophecy, and these scriptures keep coming out, man. So if you don't want to hear the same scriptures over and over, you don't got to listen to the video. It's just that simple, man. But this is prophecy. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14. And it reads, "Woe unto the world and them that dwell therein." Woe means destruction unto the world and the people that dwell in this God-forsaken, wicked society we live in, man. Because we living in the world of Esau, the so-called white man. And this is wicked as hell, man. It says, "For the sword of their destruction draweth near." And also, you can equate that Maxine, that Crown 19 Maxine, as a sword. Because it's also in a plague too, man. So you can equate Crown 19 as a Crown 19 to Maxine as a plague, man. In which it really is. And a sword. So it reads, "For the sword of their destruction draweth near, for one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hand." And how many times we going to bring these scriptures out, man? How many times we going to bring these scriptures out, man? We telling y'all week after week out there in the highways and the byways and do these sit downs and these videos we put up throughout the week to warn the people. Because pursuant to Ezekiel, the 3rd chapter, we do not want your blood on our hands. So that's why we do the things we do. We go out there and we teach the sons of Israel, whether they were here, whether they were forbear. And majority of you Negroes, especially Native Americans, are forbearing the words of the Most High, and that's why you're going to get caught up. You're going to get caught up real vicious-like. It says, "For there shall be sedition," and I wrote sedition, we keep on bringing it up, is a uprising against a government or a monarchy. So it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They should not regard their kings nor princes." They're not going to regard what the hell Joe Biden, the president-elect, or what Donald Trump have to say, or these governors, or these mayors, or these different politicians, or what the police captain have to say. They're not going to regard any of these things, man. They're going to go out there and they're going to bust heads, man. And that's how it's going down. Whether you people realize that or not, man. Whether you want to understand and believe what we're saying is true or not, man. It's going to go down. You see what's going on throughout the 4 corners of the earth in these other nations, in these other countries. It's only in America. America is the most dumbest country on the face of the earth, man. Why? Because their citizens are dumbed down, do different vaccinations, and fluoride in the water. That's why these niggas out here, when I mean these niggas, you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans on down to Issachar, and the rest of the people in America, you're dumb. America's the most dumbest place on the face of the whole earth, man. Because the people are dumbed down, thanks to the international bankers. And that's how they want you, dumbed down. Like an ostrich. What does an ostrich do? When there's danger, they take their head and poke it in the ground, and their ass is wide up. Their ass is in the air and their head is in the ground. That's what an ostrich do. You people are likened unto ostriches, man. And it's just that simple. And if the shoe fit, take it off and throw it away. You shouldn't have it on. Take the shoe off and throw it away. If the shoe fits, God damn it, take it off. Throw it away. It says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their power, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power." And they're gonna do what they gotta do, man, to survive. Looting, rioting, killing, raping, robbing, pillaging. That's all coming down the pike, man. There's dark days coming, and there's no light. The only light is for the elect. Abba Ratazam are part of the elect. And the men that's sincere, that's doing the thing in sincerity and truth, are part of the elect. But the rest, the hell with y'all. It's coming down. It's going down, man. It's going down. And it's only getting worse, man. It's not getting better. This is the new norm. It's called gradualism. Understand that term. Look it up. Google it. It's worth a Google. It's called gradualism. You understand? It's called gradualism. And that's what they're using. Gradualism. Slowly but surely, they're implementing their draconian laws. Slowly but surely, they're implementing forced vaccinations, which is going to lead to mass RFID microchipping. You people, which is the mark of the beast. You have no clue. You're being set up. You're being duped, bamboozled. You're being set up for the okie doke. And we telling y'all, don't walk down that block. It's a massive sinkhole that's capturing souls. Even though it look like it's green over there, but they have a covering over that hole. If you walk over there, you're gonna fall into that shit, man. And it's for your soul. Don't walk there. But the hell with y'all. Whoop. Oh! Help! Now you need help. Now you wanna know what the hell is going on, but it's too late. It's too late, man. Second Ezra, chapter 15. I'm gonna jump down to the 24th verse, which referring to you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord Yahweh. And 2/3 you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all ever choose to observe Esau's wicked festival days, which are not high holy days, they festival days, such as Halloween. Halloween has passed. Thanksgiving has passed. Now you're looking forward to Christmas and New Year's. And now I see you people out there shopping for gifts right now. Putting yourself in more debt just to worship Tammuz and Semiramis, man. You people are bugged out, man. But y'all call it Christmas. But that's the worshiping of Tammuz. But y'all don't know that. Because y'all don't know history. In order for you to understand the mystery, you have to understand history. You have to know history to understand the mystery. Put it that way. You have to know the history to understand the mystery of what's going on. And you people have not a clue. Because you're too dumb to realize you're dumb. Because you're dumb. Modern day retards. Modern day Jerry kids. That's what y'all are. Modern day retards and Jerry kids. Y'all are likened unto a toad. Stubborn. Y'all are likened unto a monkey. You mimic what you see. And you're likened unto a parakeet. You mimic what you hear. That's the 2/3 of the rest of the people that's in the land of America and throughout the world. Because you see people in different countries, they uprising against their government. They going ballistic over these lockdowns and wearing masks. But people in America, they're going on to get along. Because America is the most dumbest country on the face of the earth. And know what? You can't hear it? All these kings, all these people are laughing at Americans. So-called Americans. You can't hear it? I can hear it. They're making mockery of America. They're waiting for this country to fall so they can step in this place. But that's not going to happen. Because Esau is the last heathen nation that's going to rule on this planet Earth, man. This is going down, man. So it reads back in 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 24. Woe to them that sin, and the only ones that can sin are you Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you have been given the law. And sin is transgression of the law. So this is referring to you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, man. You Israelites on the 2/3 Israelites. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord Yahweh. I will not spare them. And that's why you see a lot of you Negroes getting shot down by police. Being shot down by other gang members, such as other wicked ass niggas such as yourself. All kind of calamities are coming upon you, man. For the Lord say, I will not spare you. Woe to them that sin. With sin, transgressing the laws, committing adultery, being a homosexual, being a lesbian, being a transgender, gangbanging, observing Esau, the so-called white man's so-called high holy days. Hey, Jake get all into these festivals, man. Thanksgiving and Christmas, New Year's. They get all into these pagan festivals, man. Show you that, yo, Jake have not a clue, man. When I mean Jake, I mean talking about you Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, on down to Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. In the Latin tribes, they heavy into idolatry, man. They heavy into bowing down to the so-called white man. You go into any Hispanic, whether it's Simeon, on down to Issachar, man. Ephraim on down to Issachar. They got a shrine of Cesare Borgia in their house, man. A.K.A. Serapis. Bowing down to the white man. Regardless, man. That's just how it is. And you're going to die. You're going to die. Woe, back in 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, from the power. Defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord loveth all them that sin. You cannot hide the sins from the Most High, man. The Most High knows, Yahweh knoweth all those that sin. Transgress the laws, his laws. For the Lord, Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him. And therefore delivereth he them to death and destruction. And that's what's coming. Death and destruction. You understand me? You're going to be flipped. Tossed out. Stomped out. Done real vicious like. Because we're approaching the time of Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30:7. Revelation 12:12. Daniel 12:1. These scriptures come out daily, constantly. The Lord Yahweh is going to allow Esau to do you real vicious like. Real vicious like. And that's how it's going down. So I'm going to read that again so it can sink into your ears. So it can sink into your ears. Take the wax out. and hear the words and let it sink in. And prepare your souls for death and destruction for those who are not right. It says, I'm gonna read it from the top, from the top. 2nd Esdras 15 verse 24. Woe to them that sin and keep not my commandments, saith the Lord Yahweh, the Lord, statutes, commandments that have been given to us with the hand of Moses. I will not spare them. I will not spare the Lord said he's not going to spare the 2/3 that sin against him. I will not spare them. Go your way, ye children, ye sons. That word children should be sons. From the power, defile not my sanctuary. For the Lord Yahweh knoweth all them that sin against him, and therefore delivereth he them to death and destruction. Psalms 17 and 13. King David asking the Most High, deliver him from the wicked, which is that sword. Who is the wicked? Pursuant to Job 9 and 24. Pursuant to Malachi, the 1st chapter, the 4th verse. Is not Esau is considered the wicked? It's not considered, he is the wicked. Who's in the power seat right now? Esau, the so-called white man. And the Lord is going to use the wicked to whip and do you niggas real vicious like. And we're approaching that time. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. We're approaching that time. And it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. For now are the plagues come upon the whole earth. This so-called COVID-19, AIDS, E. coli, Ebola, cancer, SARS, and all the rest of these lab-created diseases that the Most High allowed Esau to create to unleash upon the world, man. It says, back in 2nd Esdras 15, verse 27, for now are the plagues come upon the whole earth, and ye shall remain in them. The 2/3 you Negroes, especially Native Americans, going to remain in them, right along with the rest of the nations, man, whom you follow behind. Mainly Esau, the so-called white man. You're going to remain in these plagues, man. And the ultimate plague is Zechariah. And I'm going to get it. The ultimate plague is Zechariah, the 14th chapter, 12th verse. I'm going to get it. Why? Because that's a part of prophecy. Or should I say, the 12th chapter, Salakia, the 14th verse. Salakia. And it reads, okay. Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. Salakia real quick. This is Zechariah. I was right.